Later, walking the corridors, Pike is approached by Saru, who tells him that someone on board has accessed the transceiver array and sent out 3 encrypted and unauthorized subspace transmissions. Large bursts with petabytes of data.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, this scene was cool because obviously everybody's like looking at him, like even before Saru was like, "No, this is your command code."
Yeah. Well, everybody.
But it makes sense given what we know has happened to a certain bridge crew member.
Yep.
I think that she's the one responsible for that.
Well, and there's that thing, that Alfred Hitchcock thing. He's like, you show a couple at a table discussing something, and then you show a bomb under the table that they know nothing about. So we know what Ariam's up to, but nobody else does,
Yeah, because I don't think it has her like with it doesn't show her all the time with the red blinky eyes, but like just the look she has on her face whenever the camera pans to her during these moments is like, oh.
Yeah, she does the little Dr. Evil pinky in the side of the mouth.
Basically.
Saru is unable to determine where it is being sent, but Pike believes they can find out who, as not just anyone can access the array. Whoever it is, Saru assures him, they will find out. Back on Talos IV, Burnham awakens with a start, and Spock is standing some distance from her. Now, very lucid, and he's kind of composed. She mentions how he had seen the Red Angel, first as a child and then again a few months ago, Spock confirms. Burnham clarifies she was asking rhetorically, to which Spock tells her to at least ask something he hadn't asked himself already. Burnham then becomes serious, thinking on the devastated planets that they had seen, including Andoria and Earth, and wondering if the Angel was a time traveler. When Burnham begins to say that there was so much she wanted to talk to him about, Spock coldly rebuffs her, telling her that he was not there to absolve her, and that it was not about her feelings. So take that. Yeah. So, now she's still trying to talk him down and tells him that he needs family. An interesting choice of words coming from you, Spock replies, before continuing as they had a great responsibility at hand. He explains that the Angel had a quantum field around it and that he was unable to infiltrate, but the thoughts he received from it in the mind meld were in fact human, much to Burnham's surprise. There's your twist for this episode, folks. Burnham waves that off, telling him to show her more. Spock's memories turn out of the psychiatric unit on Starbase 5 as he furiously scribbles equations, maps, and other data on the floor of his cell. This looks like he has gone completely batty. When you see these rooms like this, where it's just like every inch is covered in writing.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a movie about the Marquis de Sade one time where he was using his own excrement, and every inch of the walls had been written, a story had been written in his poop. So that was kind of what I was thinking of when I saw this.
That's how you leave your mark on history, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it, folks. The psychiatrist enters his cell accompanied by 2 security officers. The psychiatrist explains to Spock that there have been signals detected across the galaxy, just like the ones he described. Spock is taken aback to realize that it wasn't an hallucination at all, but a premonition. When asked what he thinks the signals are, he believes they are an attempt to communicate. During the questioning, Spock says that the really important question to ask is how he can remember tomorrow. So we're, kind of hinting at his memories are not in the correct order and different things are hitting him at different times.
Yeah, because he's experiencing all of time, like right now.
Yeah.
So you could remember yesterday and next year.
Yep. So he now sees it was a mistake to commit himself and decides to leave. The psychiatrist says it would be premature as Section 31 officers were waiting to take him to a specialized facility because his mind was in crisis, and that the Vulcan part of him needed time to heal. Spock replies that she was correct. Time had something to do with it. He then knocks out the psychiatrist and both the security guards. The internal vision version of Spock then basically directly asks Burnham if she sees murder anywhere in this.
Yeah.
I also like the fight choreography they did here because of how composed Spock was while he was doing Vulcan jiu-jitsu on him.
Well, Spock is normally like that, though.
Yeah, that's how
he's fighting.
Go. I just found it interesting when you choreograph a fight for a Vulcan that they didn't just, do whatever. They actually made it fit with his species,